Finance is an integral part of any business. As such, it is important for especially owners of small businesses to know what is expected of them, to know the financial options available to them in Guyana. And assisting us with that information is the Guyana Bank for Trade and Industry, GBTI. Assisting us with that information is Mrs. Rewati Mahandir, the Business Development Manager at the Guyana Bank for Trade and Industry. Mrs. Mahandir, thank you very much for facilitating us. My first question to you is, what are the types of financial support available to persons seeking to start or expand businesses?
Okay, I thank you on behalf of GBTI for giving us this opportunity to be on your program and to bring awareness to the Guyanese business as a whole on the options available at GBTI to start, grow, expand their businesses. So we have a range of options available. We have commercial loans that are general and we extend to every sector. So you may be in forestry, you may be in trade, you may be in manufacturing. So we have a wide range of commercial products to suit your specific business. The funding is extended to do capital investment and also working capital for the business. We also have overdraft facilities that is specifically designed to provide working capital and to fund day-to-day operational expenses of the business. We also have what we call the Small Business Bureau loans, and this loan is done in collaboration with the government of Guyana and the Small Business Bureau. We also have another program that we started some years ago, which is called the Women of Worth loans and the Power loans. These loans are also done in collaboration with the government and the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security. All these financing under these different headings, I say, are designed to help business inject capital or provide working capital. So you could purchase a property, you could buy equipment, or you can simply fund your day-to-day expenses. So those are the options we have available.
So if someone wants to come to the bank to get a loan, how do they go about doing that?
Okay, so the pandemic has brought about the push for online banking for us. So persons can visit our website, which is www.gbtibank.com. There you will find the list of all our products and services. For the loans, you will find the different types of loans that are available. You will also find there the requirements for each type of loans. There are applications online where persons can simply apply. Once the application is received by the bank, our loan officers will reach out to those clients to have a conversation and move the process forward. Persons can also call in via the telephone and have a conversation with our officers regarding their request. Or persons can visit. We have 12 branches spread across the country. You could visit any branch and walk in and have a chat with our credit officers who can guide you as to the best option for the business.
Before someone comes to GBTI for a loan, what are some of the things that an applicant should do if it is that they want to start a business, expand, or to expand their business?
Okay, so we speak about two categories. We speak about startup and we speak about expansion. For startup, the client who comes to the bank should have in their mind the project they want to get into. It depends on the size of the project. Some persons would have what we call a project document that would outline what the project is about, the size of it, the funding required, market research if it's a new venture. In addition to the project document, the client should, if it's a new business, should have their business registered at the deeds registry, so you get a business registration. They also should have in their minds what collateral they're going to offer the bank. And in every loan that we give, there is some amount of equity that the client contributes. So before the client comes to the bank, they should have a plan setting out what they would like to do, speak about the collateral, about the equity, and if there is need to have the business registered and so forth.
What's the difference between equity and collateral if you're going to get a loan?
Okay, so collateral, if collateral is like a property or a tangible asset to back the lending. Equity is, if you're going to buy a car, most banks ask for a down payment. So the down payment is regarded as equity. And equity in every project is important because it says to the bank that, I don't know if you ever heard the term before, you have a skin in the game. So it's important that every client plans for these kind of venture, and so that you accumulate your savings, and so when you come to the bank feels that you're committed to the project, and so that the client don't look to us to give you 100% financing.
Now,
And the more equity a client has, stands a better chance.
okay. What are some of the documents now if they decide to approach you for that loan? What are some of the specific documents that they will need to bring
Okay.
to you?
So the documentation, I just want to say this for the public. It's very simple and straightforward. So if you're going to go purchase an item, you would find now, and most of us know, there are standard documents that you need to get, your ID card, your TIN certificate, the proof of address. Those are standard. So we ask for those three. The proof of address and your TIN certificate could be, if you have a driver's license, that would cover two of that right away. We would ask you for an estimate or a quotation for the items to be financed. You would need to show us proof of your equity. If you have it in a bank account, it would be a statement, and documentation to show us what the collateral is. So if it's copies of your title documents. If you have the project document, you can also present. Now, I want to say, not all clients who would like to go into a new venture has a project document. There are some clients who have this idea and they've conceptualized this thought, put in work into it, but they don't have a physical document. But if we conduct that interview and the client know what they're about, we could so take that information and process the loan. So I don't want to say if you don't have a project document, don't come to the bank. Yeah.
There are some persons who may not come to the bank for a loan based on the experiences or bad experiences of other persons who were not approved. What are some of the things that will prevent someone from not getting a loan from the bank?
Right, so some of the reasons why a loan may not be approved, first would be an adverse credit report. Now, it's very important that persons out there understand how important a credit report is. So we have in Guyana the Credit Bureau, and that bureau carries the database of all the borrowers in the country. It captures loans held at the commercial banks, loans at the hire purchase agencies, and also the utility companies. So it's important that every person maintains a healthy credit score. Because when you approach a bank, the first thing we do is to run a credit check on you. And if that credit check comes out negative or high risk, it can affect your chances of getting a loan from us. So it's important that your credit score is in good standing. The second thing that can affect a loan, it would be if the project is not viable or it's not sustainable. And from our assessment, from looking at the documents presented and the information presented to us, that the project doesn't seem viable, that can also be one factor. Lack of equity. So like I said to you earlier, it's important that persons plan, so that if you want to get into this venture, you just don't wake up today and say, hey, I want to get into this business. It's important that you plan ahead, and so you accumulate your equity. So when you approach the bank, you stand a chance of saying, I have my equity into the project. The other factor could be lack of collateral too. As you know, most banks, our loans are backed by collateral. So in the absence of those, it can lend to a situation like that.
What are some of the support applicants who have been granted loans from GBTI been able to receive in terms of keeping them on track with their payments?
All right, so we have a duty, once we've disbursed a loan, to first ensure that the funds were spent for the intended purpose. So we would be communicating with you once we've disbursed the loan to come on site and to ensure, well, your building has gone up or production has commenced or whatever it is. Now, on those visits, we would pick up if we see an issue, and that issue can then affect the repayment of the loan. So what we do in cases like that, we provide guidance and financial guidance and support the clients if we see they're going out of track or off track, so to speak. So we do that, and we also from time to time, the bank actually would have in the past hosted what we call a community business workshop. So it's for business persons, and we educate them on bookkeeping, financial records, how to monitor your stock, stuff like that, the operation of an overdraft account, so that when you get into this loan, you have some idea how to manage. So we do that ongoing. We provide that ongoing support and guidance to clients.
So this is something like a financial counseling
Yes.
for persons.
Yes.
That's one of the questions I had.
That's the community business workshop, where we bring out the importance of record keeping, because many a times persons come to the bank and they know about their business, but they're not in a position to give you a document and say, this is what I did for last year, or this is what I did for previous years. So you find it's important to always educate them on record keeping, how to do their business. You keep a stock of your check of your inventory. You pay attention to your receivables and all of that. So I think we have a duty to keep them informed, and so that we have better financial management.
How responsive has those sessions been in terms of the persons who have benefited from them?
Very, very, and persons have come back. We have seen improvement in the operation of their accounts, and it has been very receptive across the branches.
Mrs. Mahandio, the bank's tagline is "We see Guyana through your eyes." What sets you apart from other financial institutions who are offering the same services?
Good question. So, GBTI is the largest indigenous bank, and so we feel the need to serve the Guyanese people, and in so doing, we have crafted our products and services to suit the needs of every Guyanese. So if you walk into the bank and you say to us, I need a loan to do poultry farming or to do aquaculture, we have a product lineup for you. So we understand the needs, and it's important because and what gives us the edge too is that we have 12 branches across the country. So as far as Port Kaituma, we have Lethem, Port Morant, we have Bartica, we have Regina, we have in Georgetown on the East Bank. So we have a wide reach. And so in those various communities, we reach out to persons there to provide financial support. So that's one. The second thing is our personalized customer service. So I believe that we provide that service where our knowledge-driven experienced officers could provide that guidance and support continuously to our clients. Someone could pick up the phone and call for management personnel, and they can get them on the phone. So we're reachable. Yeah, that's.
Has there been an upsurge in persons seeking financial support from GBTI in contrast to pre-COVID-19?
Yes, and it's out there. We have seen an upsurge in the economy, and there's a whole new wave of opportunities now out there. And because of that happening, we see an influx of persons coming to the bank for financial assistance. Even with that, we also have seen, because of the emerging oil and gas sector that's here now, there's a lot of spin-off businesses that's happening, and those opportunities have come to us. So there has been an upsurge, yes.
What are some of the areas or business areas that persons are exploring when you look at your applications?
Oh, a wide variety. So we have trade, we have manufacturing, there's construction, there's forestry, there is housing, there's automobiles, and now the oil and gas sector too.
Given where we're going in relation to oil and gas, expats expecting in Guyana, will we see GBTI changing their or increasing their banking hours?
Increasing the banking hours, I don't know, but I want to say to you, we're the only bank that provides banking services 7 days a week. So most of the branches do Monday to Friday, We have Diamond who opens on a Saturday. We have Purika who opens on a on a Sunday. So that's 7 days. Now, we also facilitate persons beyond our closing time. If there is an emergency, we allow those clients to come in. And so, yes, I see us not extending the hours, but extending services that we didn't do before. So you find that we can go out to a client after hours to facilitate a transaction. We do that. And now that the online is there, persons can access our website 24/7. And you could do simple things like query your account balances, transfer from one account to the other, or simply send an instruction to us from the convenience of your home or your offices. So,
Mr. Mahathir, thank you very much for giving us all this information on the type of support that small businesses can benefit from GBTI. And I hope that this is a relationship that we can continue because the information has been great. I think that it is going to do wonders for persons seeking to either start or expand their business operations. And again, thank you.
and I thank you too for reaching out to us and giving us this opportunity. And I want to say to the public, we're your home bank. Come to us. We will try our best and continue to provide that service that you've always enjoyed.